EFF's Julius Malema has finally said something that got a lot of people pissed off enough, and they are starting to reconsider. Wait a minute, who does this guy represent?
Stop hating on your future employers. These people are going to hire you. They are the most polite people.
Okay, who do you think he's talking about? Who do you think he's talking about? Huh? Who are these people who are your future employers? You're a politician for this country, but somehow you seem to be voting for the other team.
Stop hating on your future employers. These people are going to hire you. They are the most polite people. Even when they are educated, they still work for small jobs that pay nothing. They don't have pride.
Stop. Compared to who? Sound like you're trying to say something. So, if you didn't know, Julius is talking about foreigners. Now, we don't have a problem with foreigners. We have a problem with illegal foreigners. Illegal. Okay? To be very specific. And some of them, they come in with work visas or visitors visa, and then they stay without, and start working without a worker's visa. And so when Julia says they take jobs that do not match up with their education, what do you think South Africans are doing? Like, what do you think? You think everybody is working where they have studied? I've not studied. I'm the least qualified, particularly when it comes to what education and getting employed in that particular field. But I know very well that many people are not employed for what they studied. So when he says that, he doesn't know that about South Africans? And pause. You do know the implication for them to work jobs that are below minimum wage, right? It devalues the employment space. You do understand that, right? Because if it was South Africans, they wouldn't accept that. It wouldn't be minimum wage, and so minimum wage, and so as a result, so they devalue the working. But let's let Julius continue.
They know that you have to work to serve and feed your families. That's why they are here. One day, like it almost happened in Cuba when Obama wanted to lift the embargo against Cuba, one day it is going to happen. I pray to the ancestors of the revolution that it happens when I'm still alive. I
wonder, what is this thing that he wants so bad? It is his death wish. Like his death wish. He says he prays that it happens before he dies. Like he prays that this is what happens. I'm sure you guys want to know. I mean, like, if you're a politician, you hope that the people that you are fighting for and the people that you are advocating for actually see some of the things that you wish for them. Okay, what is it that Julius and his EFF ancestors want for South Africans?
So that I can replay these videos and say, I warned you about harassing your future employers.
Oh. So you pray that you are alive to tell us that those that are foreigners in the country will employ us. Now, even if that happens, right? Even if that happens, no problem. But that's your death wish? Wait a minute. If it happens that foreigners come here, they start businesses, and they employ South Africans, good. It improves the economy. But you as a politician, that's your death wish. Okay.
I warned you about exploiting the people who are going to share their land with you because they've done it before. Why didn't Mugabe take the land immediately? He waited for you to get your freedom.
And you got this information how? He told you? He told you, my dude? My dude, did he tell you that he waited? So South Africa, like, he was so passionate about South Africa. He was like, we're not taking the land until South Africa has its freedom. Did he tell you this?
Because had Mugabe take the land immediately, it would have caused a serious problem to a point where South Africa will not be liberated. They were a frontline state. They gave us a passage. They accommodated us. We stayed in their homes. They gave us food. They gave us shelter. They never called us names. Today it's our turn to say thank you.
Okay. Yeah, but we don't have to party up with illegals though. Right? You don't ask us to do that. And by the way, there is actually a subject at hand that I think needs to be talked about one day, about the unhealthy environment that politicians, it's caused by politicians, that politicians have caused between the Home Affairs and legal immigrants. People who are on the line right now, seen almost as illegals because of the climate that the politicians have created, because they won't deal with the illegal immigration issue. And so now the Home Affairs is under such pressure. They do not want to be seen as, you see, there's a topic there. One day we'll talk about that. One day I will talk about the kind of an environment that people like Julius, who do not raise their voice about illegal immigration. We don't have a problem with legal immigration. We have no problem with that. Now it's our time. What do you mean? They've been here, we've had no problem. We have a specific problem, illegal. But you were telling us that they are our bosses.
We become animals. It is not the spirit of Ubuntu what you are doing to these comrades of Zimbabwe. Comrades, the white people, the way they control us.
Oh, classic. Blame the white people.
We love them and we say they give us jobs. But the way they've made us to hate each other, even if a Nigerian was to come here and create 100,000.
Yeah, dude, you have your own podcast. I think you can go on to talk about how much you love the Mandams. We're talking about illegal immigration. Don't get it twisted. We're not talking about legals here. We're not talking about legal immigrants. But people like Julius Malema do not care about that. Listen, even if a Nigerian or a Zimbabwean came here, started a business, it flourished, it employed people, there's no problem with that. There's absolutely no problem with that. But you see, for him to rub it in our face. Now, even a person who's a foreigner in the country, that should not sit well with you. Because why? You left your country to be here, right? We're not saying that you have to every now kiss our feet every single minute. No, that's not what we're saying. I just want us to be pretty much on the same page here. You left your country to be here and you found stability here. That's great. We are great. We thank God that that happened for you, right? And so, but it means that this country is the one that takes care of your needs. The concerns that the country has are the concerns that you yourself should be worried about. I've said this many times before. That's the posture. If I have a relative who's outside the country and they stay in Australia, in America, whatever, I expect them to be concerned with the things that concern that nation, because that's the nation that puts food on their table. You understand? I can't be here and be excited. Yeah, they're protesting what's happening here. You are there. Protest things that concern the citizens there. You understand what I mean? It should worry you when Julius says that, and you find it joyful. You find it joyful that you are being told that the people of this country are not being fought for enough. By the people, these particular individuals, the politicians and so forth, that they don't care enough. When you hear that, it shouldn't make you happy. It should actually concern you. Why would he put you at odds like that? Because he's putting you at odds. That's what he's doing. Why would he do that? This is not the only time he has said it. He said it in other videos, and he's actually even made other videos where he's painted this idea of what he would, he wants peace. You know, why is it that people are angry at him when he advocates for peace and whatnot?
Why am I hated for saying people must unite? For saying let's come to, I'm not saying let's divide. I'm saying let's unite. Instead of being called a unifier who seeks to unify humanity, not only in Africa, in the whole world. No, why do you bring these people? Oh, these people are going to do this, these people are going to do that. Why? Since when is a unifier the enemy of?
You're not a unifier, you're a globalist. I want you to understand what Julius is. Julius is a globalist. It's a bigger agenda than the EFF. It's a bigger agenda than Julius Malema. Yeah, it is the one that the IMF, the World Economic Forum, the Bilderberg Group, the Masons, Satan and his kingdom, the end time prophecy. That's what it prophesies about the world, that there will be this agenda towards globalism, you know, to where we have a unified leader. It's globalism. It's not, which is why last time I warned about the subject matter of global citizen, that thing that Abu Jay-Z were doing. Yeah, it's not a thing about love. No, it's the globalist agenda. Globalists, just to be very clear, are people who advocate for no borders. When you hear people saying that or advocating for one currency, that's globalists. It's globalist. Like right now, when you hear this, Julius has before said this when he went to Nigeria. Listen to the speech he made there. You'll hear him saying it. He's been saying this. It's always been his belief. It's just that people were choosing what they had. Julius is a globalist. Globalists think we do not need borders. When he went to Nigeria, he said, why must us as South Africans or Africans keep the borders that were made by colonialists? So Julius does not think there should be borders. It should just be whatever. Wait, you want it to be whatever in a place where there's Boko Haram in the world, in Africa? In a place where there is what is this? Kebab, whatever, what? This one from Somalia. From Somalia. Where there's Al Qaeda, you want there to be no borders? That's nuts. That is wild. That is absolutely crazy. Do you know what that would do for the world? Do you know how much corruption that would lead to? Do you know how much crime? Do you know nobody would ever get arrested? I mean that. The borders actually hold the criminals from. But if there were no borders, a criminal can just keep going until you can't find him. It is the worst thing a person can say. And by the way, the globalists and the kryptonites are these people that advocate for digital information, that everything should be digitized and stuff like that. Yeah, so that cryptography, where cryptography is going to. They've started with cryptocurrency, but now they want to go crypto with everything, information, data, what, you name it. That is the globalist agenda. Doesn't shock to hear Julius on that, because right now I'm glad people are starting to hear it. Now, of course, some people are hearing it from the perspective of illegal immigrants and the problem that we have. But either ways, we are glad they are hearing it. Globalists are a danger to society, because globalists are exactly the people, they think it's well-meaning. No, it's Ubuntu. It's not Ubuntu, my brother. It is a satanic agenda to unite the world back to the system of Babel, where they had a unified tower, one language. So I'm glad people are starting to hear it for what it is. It's a globalist agenda. It's a very devilish agenda. Yeah, it's not just surface stuff. It's the globalist agenda to crash every single view of borders and bring. That's why people don't like a person like Trump. That's why they don't like the idea. Yes, he has these issues. They don't like this idea of make America great again. They don't like that idea. Because, you're supposed to be patriotic about your country, love your country, right? That's what you're supposed to be. But they don't want that. They want you to be a globalist, a citizen of the world. You see it amongst the alpha male community. They call it passport bros. Yeah, that's what they want. People that don't start families, just run around the world. Hey, me, I travel. Sit home. What's your problem? Yeah, I'm a passport bro. It's devilish agenda. It's a devilish agenda. Don't start families, just go around, running around the world. Yeah, me, I travel. I'm a citizen of the world. What kind of nonsense is that? That's the exact agenda. That's the agenda. For you not to establish nothing, don't build families, don't do nothing, just go around, own nothing. Just rent, go around renting and all over, just travel. And you'll hear that's some people's goal. They want to have money, just travel. Your passport bro. It's very popular amongst the alpha male community. That they went, they went to another country. Hey, they found a woman there. Hey, they went somewhere. No problem. Sit down at least. Just sit down. This idea of globalist, a person who's, I don't belong anywhere. I had this other one, the Siba Mutupi, advocating that I'm not planting. What are you talking about? You're broke. You don't want to be here because you know we'll know you're broke. You decided to run to another country. It's pathetic. This idea of globalist, it's a very dangerous thing. Should he run into trouble when he's there, he's going to be stuck. Yeah, because you don't own nothing. You have nowhere to go back to. It's a very dangerous agenda. I'm glad people are seeing it for what it is. Yeah, tell me your thoughts down in the comment section. It's the Rick Reality Show. Other episodes down today, they'll be down in the pinned comments. And I'm going to check you out over there.